All right, George. My name is Manning Harvey, and I am going to take you for a video tour of SALT. This is SALT in Albin Vega 27 in the boneyard at Ross Marine in Charleston, South Carolina. What I'm going to do is just walk you around the vessel, let you take a look at things as I've told you about them, and you will be able to make your decision, I guess, based on this video. I'm just going to run it, so because it's easier that way to send it to you. But I have found that it's easier to post this on YouTube if I just make it in one continuous video. First thing I wanted to show you was that the shaft has been removed, and the shaft was professionally sealed, the shaft hole, and you can see that in these pictures. The rudder looks like she's in excellent condition. Looks like she's hanging well. As you can see, the bottom was recently painted, as Florence had thought she would get the boat back in the water at some point. But at least it's clean, it's not filthy, covered with barnacles. I do not see any obvious signs of weakness or blistering. There has been a lot of coats of paint put on this boat. You may or may not want to take those off, you know, grind the bottom down a little bit and get off that paint. I'm sure it weighs a lot. The other thing that's interesting about, she's been registered through this year. So obviously Florence has kept the taxes up and she's paid up to date that way. There's the propeller and the shaft that were originally in the boat. I think the propeller is very oversized. But you may be able to use that shaft and coupler again, but I think that propeller is shot, to tell you the truth. Okay, now, other interesting things that I see is that her bow pulpit is completely intact. Running lights are fairly new, and so those are Percos, and you should be able to fit them out with lenses and retrograde them up to LED if you'd like. All of her lifeline stanchions are in place. The lifelines themselves look questionable. I would certainly have those replaced. The mast looks good. I don't see anything that is any different than my boat. There is a steaming light right there, which is original to the Vega, which I think is very cool. And she also has a whisker pole. The mainsail is on her. I see the winches. It looks like all of it's there. All the cleats. The mainsail is on the boom. This is a self-cranking boom. The reason the main looks so small is that because it's cranked around the boom for a nice tight fit. My boat has exactly the same thing. It's one of the very neat things about the Vega is that you can easily reef by just rolling the mainsail around the boom, and that is really cool. There's some fenders on there, and you can see the hardware. No one has taken the hardware off. The winches are the Lumar 16s, the same ones that were original to the boat, same ones I have on Viking. So now we're going to climb up the stairs. Let me zoom back out here. All the windows are in place. There's no knocked out windows. Major plus. I haven't bothered to on Viking to reinstall the windows, but I'm sure that if you wanted to, that'd be a job that you could do. Nothing too major. Okay, now we're going to go up the stairs. It's going to get a little wobbly because I'm going up a ladder. Okay, I'm going to step on board the vessel. Alright, now I'm standing in the cockpit of Viking. The hatch, seating, the stern rail is in perfect condition. Stern light. The standing rigging back here looks fine. She's got her original tiller, and the blocks look okay. You know, for day sailing, I'm going to make an ocean passage. I certainly would replace them. But just for sailing around Boston Harbor, the purchase looks okay. Here's the other Lumar 16 on the port side. The grab rails are not broken, although they are weathered. Let's take a walk up forward. This little rail right here forward of the hatch, that's where the Dodger would connect to. It's exactly the same on my boat. This is Series 3 Vega. Decks feel solid. I don't feel any soft spots. The foredeck hatch is original and in place. The cleats, chocks are original and in place. There's another look at the pulpit. There's some stainless steel brackets for your anchor. Feels pretty solid under my feet. I'm a 250-pound man. I don't feel anything sagging underneath my feet. This is the place here on the mast where you would put in the ratchet or the and crank the boom around to put the main onto the boom. Here again is and you can see that there is a mainsail under there. She's wound pretty tight on that boom. Okay, we'll walk down the starboard side here. Walking down the starboard side, original vents. There's one missing from there. She's got a piece of plastic covering it. What I like about the boat is it's all here. And this is the engine controls. It says there's 319 hours on the engine. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it says. And those controls don't look too bad. Hold on a second, this thing pulled right out. I mean, like I said, she's going to need some help. Now let's go see what's in these lockers. See, these lockers are very flimsy and they would have to be rebuilt. Down in this starboard locker I see 2 Danforth anchors. There's a boat hook, a couple of boat hooks. There's the gusher. Looks pretty new actually. It doesn't look too bad. Bilge pump. Right there. There's some flippers down there. Some diving flippers. I'd love to have that hardware right there for Viking. That's standard. I don't have all mine. Down here looks like some life jackets and some beach toys. I'm not going to dig around in there. Traveler looks pretty good. There's a bunch of line down there. The hoses look fairly new for the cockpit drains. And there's one of those new sea chest valves I was talking about for the engine exhaust. Very cool. And like I said, so you can see it's all this wood is exterior wood, needs to be replaced. Alright, now we go inside. The hatch boards can certainly be restored. They look like they're in pretty good shape. Stepping down into the stairs, real solid. And here we are. I'm telling you, George, this does not look bad in here. Like I'm saying, a little elbow grease, and you are in a Vega. Up in the V-berth. There's some deck cushions for out on the cockpit cushions. There's a horseshoe buoy. There's the table for the salon right there. Hatch. Nice hat. Alright, let's go back up in here because it's kind of interesting. The cushions, George, are dry. They don't feel wet. And this is what blew me away. This little sink goes in and out like that. That's original to the Vega. And I don't have that on my boat. It's gone. And then the commode doesn't look too bad. Again, needs some cleaning. It pumps out the water. There's a nice cigar case. First aid stuff, sewing equipment. Over here's the... And you know, that locker door, I have that on my boat. This right here. That door for privacy in the V-berth. Let me slip up here. That door right there. I mean, look at that compression post. I mean, there is no rot. She's solid as a rock. Oh my gosh, this is a, you know, I'd have bought this boat. I'd have taken this boat. I mean, she's willing to give this boat away, pretty much. I don't know what, but, you know. The cushions here look good. I don't think they need to be replaced anytime soon. I don't know why she has this shower curtain lying here. Maybe the window leaks. Yeah, it probably does. Some fun flags to look at. Lots and lots of stuff in here. But like I said, George, it's all here. Everything is here. There's the ice box. The foot pumps for salt and fresh water. Now the stove with missing parts. And then more stuff over here. Got The lockers are here, they're clean. Cooking gear. Storage. Another winch handle. Very cool. Got some silverware you can adopt. Alright, now I'm going to show you the engine. This is the steps. Very good condition. Here's the engine, George. Now, I'm not going to pull the whole thing apart. If it's a Volvo Penta, it doesn't look too awful. I mean, the boat has no signs that it was ever full of water. I don't see any water lines. So I think that's a good thing. Remember, this is somebody else's boat, so I don't want to take it too far apart. I'm just going to set down this camera for a second. Well, I put this stairwell back in. I'm a little bit long in the tooth to be trying to climb out of here without steps. Very good. I hope you like her. Let's see what's down in the battery compartment here. One very old and corroded battery. That would have to go. And then in this compartment, there is some water down there that would need to be pumped out. Again, there's one of the new valves for the, that's the main engine sea strainer. So, that's about it. I hope that this little video will help you make your decision on Salt. I think she's worth her weight in gold. So, let me put this board back in the hatch. I don't know if you can see me, George, but here she is, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think that this is a boat that has a lot of potential, and I hope you'll take her on. Get her up there in Boston. Thank you, and I was glad to help you out. Bye.